Fatih Karagümrük.
Yeah, how do you say
Fatih Karagümrük.
Fatih
Karagümrük. It's hard.
Fatih Karagümrük. I know it's hard. That's why we are doing this session. Fatih or Fat?
Fatih is this city of the area.
Yeah, Fatih Karagümrük.
Karagümrük. Yeah.
Karagümrük. Fatih Karagümrük. But we'll come to Fatih Karagümrük soon. Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports Tales. In today's episode, I have a very funny person with me. I happen to study with him, and without him, the class is really dull. It's like a dark tunnel if he is not in the classroom. But of course, before we get started, I really need to plug in this incident that happened. This is actually a take two for this episode, because the first time when we actually planned to record, I was so excited about it and so freaked out that I came to the space to record. Not apparently, I actually forgot the entire equipment. So we didn't have microphones, we didn't have the headphones. I just brought myself and not the equipment.
And nobody knows what was the reason Shub is being here. He just forgot everything. He smiles at around 10 o'clock and hello and nothing. What we are gonna do now?
I realized that when I was like 3 minutes away from your workspace. So, oh god, it was disaster. But yeah, for those of you tuning in, as you must have already seen in the description, today's topic is going to be Turkish football, something that I am very excited to do, because this comes from considering the geographical location of it being between Europe and Asia. It has this rich footballing culture that it gets from the West, but also its values from the East in the form of Asia. So yeah, without any furthermore introduction, let's just jump in and see what Hassan has for us. And yeah, Hassan, I'm not going to give you any topics to talk about. You can just dive in and
Perfect. Spontaneously,
Yeah.
we can talk about many things. First of all, thank you for inviting me for this episode, and also I hope we can make it clear and also enjoyable for the listeners. Let's go for it. I'm so excited about it, and also for your questions and for more information about anything that we want to talk. So let's start with the keywords. If we talk about Turkish football,
Okay.
let's have a brainstorming and just use 5 different keywords. Passion is the first one, maybe. The second one, to be or not to be, just a word, but when we summarize Turkish football or the roots, the identities for Turkish football, we have to use these 2 words, I guess so.
Yeah.
And what about the
Why,
other
why
key-
do you say to be or not to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's generally for the tournaments that Turkish national team that created for Turkish fans. I mean, it's just how to say it. I'm not sure, but for Turkish national team when they are competing in the serious tournaments, the expectations are really high and generally much passion burns itself. So it's I think the summary of Turkish national football. And so the identity, the structure of the Turkish teams are the same. Just of course, Turkish football is had a revolutionary after 2000s, but there are so many to do things. Of course, we are gonna talk about it.
But because you said to be or not to be, I just see that you guys just go on a roller coaster ride. The beginning of the century, I think 2003 World Cup, you guys did well in the Confederation Cup. Then, of course, the 2008 Euros, which was your greatest performance in some way, because that is the highest you have qualified into the further knockout stages. And yeah, what else happened in the 2000?
Then they missed the 2 tournaments, 2 World Cup, and as a hobby,
Yeah, you guys are giving other nations a chance, yeah?
Yes, they lost the chance to join the last two series tournaments.
So you didn't, in 2004 you didn't qualify. In 2008 directly semi-finals. In 2012 didn't qualify again. This is the European Championships. And in 2016 in France, the European Championships.
Couldn't.
Yeah, you guys were in the group stage.
Yeah.
itself. So again, didn't qualify. But now 2020, you've qualified. You guys are going to play Italy,
Wales and
Wales,
Switzerland.
Switzerland. So, it's a doable group, but also you can consider it as a group of death in the level that all these countries are on the same level. Wales, Switzerland, Turkey.
Yes, and rather than Italy, yeah, we can easily say that it's a balanced group, and with the new generation of Turkey, with the players like Çalhanoğlu in there and Söyüncü, Kabak, and Turkey has a new generation now, and people are really hopeful about the next tournament, and also me either.
I just want to ask you what has been so, like we mentioned, with the European Championships and then also with the World Cup. You guys didn't qualify for the World Cup between 62 and 98, and in 2000, boom, directly third place. Yeah?
Yes.
Then 2006, 2010, 14, 18 did not qualify, and now the group stages are out for the qualification of the World Cup. Hopefully, you guys qualify. Having said that, with your performance in the European Championships and in the World Cup, where there's no World Cup, I just see one third place finish. What has been your greatest memory, your greatest moment as a supporter or as a citizen of Turkey?
Yes, I think as you mentioned, 2002 was a great victory for Turkish national team to participate in World Cup after 15 years, 50 years, maybe much more than. Then, with the effect of Galatasaray winning the UEFA Cup and also Super Cup, this squad was how to say it, veteran
Yeah.
national
Was
players.
this your golden generation?
Yes, we can say yeah.
But the 2002 was your golden generation or the 2008?
I think both because half of the squad is the same.
Yeah.
Yes, but just imagine that the players who just played 2002 was just have made an age and became big brother of the team.
Yeah.
And like players Hamit Altıntop, and you remember Hamit?
Yeah, he played for Bayern Munich.
Yes,
Or his
Bayern
brother.
Munich, Madrid. And
Yeah.
he is now working in the Turkish Football Federation as
Yeah.
an ambassador, and also he is the one of the biggest football players and who just grow and raised up in Germany.
Yeah.
And now he's working in the Football Federation for winning the young generation of how to say the third, fourth generation, fifth generation of Turkish population who is living in Europe also.
Yeah. Who apart from him consists or comprises of your golden generation, one, and also is he your biggest and your best export from Turkey?
You mean Hamit Altıntop?
Yeah, into European football.
Yeah, Altıntop. I think Altıntop is one of the biggest and how to say it. I think it's a role model for the young generations also, and he's a typical guy whose family just in the 17s or 18s who comes to Germany and for working reasons, and also. Yes, Altıntop Hamit is one of my favorite players also. One of my favorite board of management also. And this generation 2002 it was really say talented and creative players that was existing in that time. And after 2008, we already talk about it. After European Championship,
Nothing happened for the next 12 years.
yes, it looks like, yeah. In 10 years missing. Yeah, just imagine that.
Just a null and void. Like you guys went to sleep,
Silence.
or you guys went to some other planet.
Yes. I think it's the summary of the Turkish football for the last 20 years.
All or nothing. Yeah.
Yes, all or nothing. Yeah, in the World Cup and the 2008. And if you watch the games in 2008,
Yeah.
if you have any kind of cardiologic problems,
Yeah.
Definitely you will die because the maths are really. I mean, just imagine that in the last minute of the extra time you concede a goal. After 5 minutes, I mean, just you have 3 minutes and you score and you go to penalties and you won the match.
This was versus which team? Which nation?
Against Croatia,
Okay.
against Croatia, then
Yeah.
Turkey promoted to semi-final. Against Germany, we lost 3-2. I remember, yeah, 3-2.
Not bad. Let's get back to this. I really want to know this. I want to do a small phase, a small snippet, a small part of this podcast just based on Turkish pronunciations. So let's start with firstly the football clubs. How do you say them right? Let's start from the top. Like let's hit it. Like I know to say only like three: Galatasaray, Fenerbahce,
Perfect.
Besiktas,
Perfect pronunciation. Yeah.
Istanbul, Besikshehir.
Başakşehir, a bit
Başakşehir.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What about the other clubs?
So these are the four of the six champions for the Turkish Super League since
Yeah.
the beginning of the century.
How do you say Trabzonspor?
Trabzonspor. Yeah.
Trabzonspor. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, I try to pronounce it, and if you correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, so Al Anispor,
Antalyaspor. Yeah.
Antalyaspor. Okay, then Ankara Gucu,
Ankara Gücü is a capital team and their colors are
yellow and
blue and yellow. And Antalya is also one of the biggest city in Turkey.
Yeah.
And is a route, is a direction for most of the European teams for camping in the middle of the January because
Yeah.
the weather is perfect, like a Canary Island, Mallorca. Just imagine that 10 months it's much more than 20 degrees.
Oh,
So
perfect.
it's perfect weather for all trees.
Yeah,
and everything.
perfect. Yeah. Next, Besiktas. That's as good as it gets from my side. Then Çaykur Rizespor.
Çaykur Rizespor.
Çaykur Rizespor.
Yeah, it's a north part of the Turkey and it's so close to Trabzon.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Then
10 hours with by car.
okay, from Istanbul.
It's so much, 18 hours.
Then Denizlispor.
Denizlispor. Yeah.
Denizlispor. Okay, what's the meaning of por? Or sport?
Sport means a sport, as you know. It's
Sport.
just like a.
Okay, so Denizlispor. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then Fenerbahce. Okay, Galatasaray. Okay, then Gaziantep.
Gaziantep is famous for its food.
Okay.
Yeah.
And not the football club.
Another football club, but this city is famous for its delicious foods and also culinary capital of the Turkey.
Okay.
And
What do you mean by culinary?
you want to taste good things, you have to go to Gaziantep for any kind of meat, or it's one of the culinary capitals of the world. Yeah, if you search it, you can find so many information.
Okay, then oh my god, I'm gonna struggle with this. Cinsli Birliği.
Gençler Birliği.
What?
Gençler Birliği. Yeah, it's really hard.
Gençler Birliği. Gençler Birliği?
Gençler Birliği.
Gençler Birliği.
Gençler Birliği is a retro team, is a capital team, but just imagine that they have just a little amount of supporters, but the club is managed by one man called İlhan Cavcav, and now
how do you say his name?
İlhan Cavcav.
İlhan Cavcav.
Now his son is managing the club, but Gençler Birliği was really famous in the 19th and 2000s also. You remember Jeremy, who was playing at Real Madrid? They signed it from Gençler Birliği. They were just purchasing the players in generally originated from Africa, South Africa, and they are promoting the players, and also they gain really much amount of profit from the players. And their philosophy was really different in the 19th, and it was a role model for any kind of business. Now they are having bad days. They are relegated, but now just trying to turn the good days for them.
Okay. The next one is from the province of Izmir, Godstepe.
Göztepe. Yes.
Göztepe?
Izmir. This is a nice topic. I will tell you something special about Izmir. And you know the derbies, Istanbul derbies,
Yeah.
Galatasaray, Beşiktaş, Fenerbahçe. No need to explain, but there is an Izmir derby, and nobody knows about it, maybe. But it's,
So who's the other team in Izmir?
Karşıyaka.
Sorry?
Karşıyaka.
Karşıyaka.
Karşıyaka.
Karşıyaka. Okay.
Izmir is the third biggest city in Turkey, and there is two teams competing there. And also, this is what makes special this derby. I will tell you, the biggest non-top flight attendance ever in a second division match. What it means? 18,000 people watch the game. It's a derby game, but they are not playing in the first league. Just imagine that in the second league.
Okay.
So this is also, the Guinness Book of World Records recognized this milestone as a world record, and this is really making special this derby. And maybe we can call it similar to Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe derby because there is a Bosporus in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
So in the Izmir, the sea just divides into two parts of the city, and one side is Göztepe, the other side is Karşıyaka, and they are playing. I mean, really passionate match since the beginning of the Turkish Republic. In the 1981, as I said you, just the Guinness Book of Records, they recognize it as a world record
For second division?
Second division attendance. I mean, yeah, just imagine the two teams playing in the second league and 18,000 people watching it as a number of attendance.
Wow, that is really astonishing to hear. And then we come to this pronunciation, Istanbul Başakşehir.
Başakşehir is now, I think they are
Champions for the first time in 2019-20.
Yes, they played the first time in the European competition, and we can talk about Başakşehir actually.
They are also a very new team. They were just formed. When were they formed?
Başakşehir actually they are a municipality team.
Yeah.
So it's Istanbul municipality team since 98, but 6 or 7 years ago they are invested by 6 or 7 businessmen, and they made the club, they shaped the club, they changed everything inside the club, and now they are operating as a big team. Of course, there are so many speculations about their relativeness with the government. But now in the European football, Başakşehir, everybody is now much more knowledge about Başakşehir when we compare to 5 years ago.
Yeah.
They are doing a good business. I mean, in management, in terms of management and finance, and catching the trend things.
How are they doing it? Like, what has been the game changer for them? What has been the game changer for Başakşehir to like come out of nowhere and then topple these three clubs? I mean, kicking one club from their perch is, yeah, you can do it, but like three teams from the top, it's like something unheard of. So what has been this influence or this factor that has helped them to like reach on the summit of Turkish football?
Yes, I think it's a project. Yeah, just I can summarize it. Başakşehir is a nice project that everybody wants to involve in.
Yeah, because the government is involved with.
No, I'm not just talking about the political sides, but we were talking about Red Bull and Leipzig and also Salzburg effect of the Red Bull. No, not everybody is admirer of Red Bull or Leipzig, or Hoffenheim is a good example also. But this is the same scenario in Turkish football. Nobody loves Başakşehir, but you have to respect them because they are doing a good business in terms of management. So that's why they won the championship. Actually, it's not because of luck, and also because of the COVID season last year. I think they managed to make it their benefit. Without fans, it was really easy for them, because they don't have
have fans?
Any passionate fans like Fenerbahçe, Galatasaray, or Beşiktaş.
Okay.
But at the end, they used this COVID situation
Moving on to the next pronunciation is another club from Istanbul, Kasim Pasa.
Another team, another behind them. There is a big company, big.
Did I say it right firstly?
Kasımpaşa.
Kasim Pasha.
Kasımpaşa. Its play of the team is the center of the Istanbul, and it's a historic team.
Okay.
Also.
Yeah. How many clubs does Istanbul have?
With the newcomers Karagümrük, Fatih Karagümrük, and now it should be 6.
6. Yeah.
Beşiktaş, Galatasaray, Fenerbahçe, Başakşehir, Kasımpaşa, Fatih Karagümrük.
Yeah. How do you say
Fatih Karagümrük.
Fatih
Karagümrük. It's hard.
Fatih Karagümrük. I know it's hard. That's why we are doing this session. Fatih or Fat?
Fatih is this city of the area.
Yeah. Fatih Karagümrük.
Karagümrük. Yeah.
Karagümrük. Fatih Karagümrük. But we'll come to Fatih Karagümrük soon. Right now we want to talk about Kasımpaşa.
Kasımpaşa, yeah, we can talk about Kasımpaşa. Kasımpaşa is being managed by the professionals also, and behind them there is a big group, one of the biggest holdings of the Turkey. It's Anadolu Group. You know, maybe you're familiar with the Anadolu Group, with the beer Anadolu Efes. Have you ever drink it, or maybe in Berlin there are so many types of beers
to choose from, so I've not come across this one.
So Kasımpaşa is also being managed by the safe hands, and also they're one of the teams in Istanbul.
Okay, then a club from Kayseri. It's called
Kayserispor.
Kayserispor. Yeah.
Right.
Kayserispor. Okay, I'm getting a hang of it. Kayserispor. What can you tell us about Kayserispor?
Kayserispor is in middle of the Anatolian side team, and yeah, they are regular team. I cannot say anything special about Kayserispor.
Nobody cares about them. Yeah, like they're neither rivals to anybody.
No.
They're neither fighting for championship nor in the relegation zone.
No, not much.
So they are like just mid-table always.
Yes, and and even this year they don't want to be relegated, so they are fighting a serious way.
Okay, then the next one we have is called from the province of Konyaspor.
Konya is nothing special about that either.
I hope none of the Konyaspor fans are listening to this one. They will not like your opinion.
Yeah, but we are not just mentioning about anything negative. Just everybody knows that they're regular teams also. What makes the champions, especially in Turkey, maybe we can talk about Trabzonspor is one of the.
Yeah, we were coming to that. Yeah. Relax, Hasan. We are there almost. So the next pronunciation I want to get to is Sivas. Sivaspor?
Yes.
What can you tell us about Sivaspor?
Sivaspor this season they played in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about it. They were in the same group with Villarreal, Karabakh, and what was the other team? The Israel team. Tel Aviv should be Beersheba or either.
Okay. Did they qualify to the next round?
No, they couldn't qualify. But this was the first or second time. They just played in the European leagues.
Yeah.
And because of the COVID, the clubs are really having hard times. I mean, at least a week they have been testing, and the players, everybody is just cautious about not being positive. And with these circumstances, it's not easy to travel in the both European League and also in the domestic league, sure. So Sivasspor, I think they are successful if we think about all the negative facts this season. They already collected how many points in the group? 6 points after 6 matches. But their trainer is really experienced and know how to manage the team. Rıza Çalınbay is an ex-Beşiktaş coach also in the 2005. Now, Sivas is, we can talk about their journey, but they are eliminated. So let's see how they are going to survive this season.
Yeah, and then finally, not finally, but like the club you wanted to talk about, which is not in Istanbul, but also has the 4th most number of titles. Go for it, Hasan.
Which one?
You tell me, the one which has 4 most titles in Turkish football.
Yeah, Trabzonspor.
Yeah, Trabzonspor.
Yes, Trabzonspor is the 4th biggest club in Turkey, and they are the first team who just won the league from the side of Anatolia, not an Istanbul team, and they are really proud of being a Trabzon. How to say it, Trabzonspor fan, and Trabzonspor also won the 6 times the Turkish Super League before.
But their last title was in '84. Wow, they missed it to win last year. Yeah,
Yes,
that was so close.
36 years, but Trabzonspor is doing well. I mean, we compared to the last seasons, they are really in safe hands. But how to say it, I'm not sure. They couldn't manage to break the champion, to first hunger of the champions to reach the championship.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it takes time because the competition is really high, and also it's really difficult in Turkish Super League because this season there are 2 more teams in the league because of the COVID-19. Now the league is being played with 21 teams. It's like a championship league.
Yeah.
This is the first time we have ever been facing that kind of crowded
situation.
League,
yeah.
And the teams are playing 40 times at the end of the season.
Crazy.
Is it French 2 league or championship? I know it's 46 or 43.
46. 46
could
is
be, yeah.
actually
It's
the
so
championship.
much. It's so much, and the depth of squad is not, how to say it, is not enough for surviving, for finishing the season.
Oh, okay. Then we come to this club from Malatya, Yeni Malatya Spor.
Nothing special about them also.
Did I get the pronunciation right?
Right, yeah, Malatya Spor.
Okay, and then this another club from Istanbul called Fatih
Karagümrük.
Karagümrük. Karagümrük. Fatih
Yes.
Karagümrük.
Another Istanbul team. And the first season, after many years, they transferred so many veteran players also this season, like Emiliano Viviano for the football romantics, for Italian goalkeeper. Maybe Karagümrük is being managed by an ex-management of Port of Kayserispor, and they are also. It's a new trendy topic, I guess. People are really eager to find or buy a club and invest it. Then they are just playing with the teams like we are playing in the championship manager. So it could be a really exciting journey. But if you're involved in that kind of organization, maybe you see the what you are lacking. You can not see maybe. Yes. So Karagümrük is one of the project teams.
And then we come to Erzurum.
Yeah.
BB Erzurumspor. Anything about them? Nothing?
No.
And then
just
Hatayspor.
Yeah,
they were promoted to the first division this season.
This season, yeah, they promoted after a long, maybe this first time, maybe they're playing in the in their history. This is the first time they are playing in the Super League, and also nothing special with that.
That's it from this week's episode. If you like the show, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Do tune in next week for our next episode. You can follow us on Instagram on quotes.tales. And yeah, until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and so long.